Today's lesson is going to be on how to update a schedule. So I'm going to sign in to one of the projects. Bring up P6. And now we're going to go to schedule that I've already got created. And it's fairly simple. The columns that I recommend that you having set up to do an update are the actual start, remaining duration, and actual finish. As a matter of fact, I'm going to move this start column, this projected start column down, because at this point, all I'm really concerned about are three fields. Have you started the activity, and if so, when? If you finished the activity, and if so, when? If you have not finished the activity, what are the remaining days that you have to finish that activity? So we're going to pick one right here. This particular activity is, if you noticed, it's got 40 days of duration. That was the original duration and the remaining duration because we've not actually updated it yet. And so we're going to come in here and we're going to say that the actual start date is June 1st. Okay, so it's now marked it to June 1st. And we're going to say that instead of 40 days, we've only got 20 days left to complete remaining duration. So notice what happens. It takes June 1st, adds 20 days to come up with June 27th. Now you're asking yourself, well, shouldn't that really be the 21st? Well, it depends upon the calendar that you have set up for this particular project. So if you want to see the calendar, you go back to the General tab, and on this particular deal, we can pull up this particular calendar that is normal work week. So that means that over this month-long period, you have about 6 or 7 days because of the weekend that are designated as non-work days. So always be careful when you're looking at the projected finish column, which start and finish represent projected start and projected finish. Always be careful to know exactly what your calendar is that you've set up for the job, because 20 days on top of this is not always going to add up to that. Okay? Now we're finished updating that activity. It's that simple. You put in an actual start date and a remaining duration to forecast your finish, or you come in and you put in an actual start date and let's say an actual finish date, and let's say that you were really, really good and you got that finished on the 10th. So again, there's one or two ways to update a schedule. The proper way, you either put in an actual start date and remaining duration, or you put in an actual start date and an actual finish date. Now, before you go to calculate, you need to always make sure that when you hit this little schedule button up here, that you've got your current updated data date. So this is showing May 31st. Well, if I'm really going to update everything starting on June 1st, you type in the current data date, you hit schedule, and there you go. Okay, so everything else now on that's not finished will now project farther out as your completion date, based upon everything is referenced off of the data date. That's just how easy it is to update a schedule. Now see there, that took probably less than a minute. If you have any questions, give either myself, Lana Coble, Brendan Jeffries or Matt Walker a question. Thank you. Have a great day and happy scheduling.